What is going on? Dylan Conrad, Metabolic Mama Secrets. Today I'm going to talk to you about the truth behind drinking wine, eating sweets, eating meals out, and still getting lean. Is that the truth or is it? Before I get into that, if you watch this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, turn notifications on, Spotify, iTunes, turn notifications on, click the bell, all that stuff. I always get confused because like on YouTube it's like really easy. I watch that a lot. Spotify, iTunes, like I always forget what the interfacing looks like, so I'm always like, wait, what is that? There's a bell and you can turn notifications on, you can follow someone. So anyways, the truth behind, can you really eat cookies, ice cream, pizza, fun foods, have meals out, drink wine, have alcohol, and still get lean? The short answer is yes. And I wanted to bring this up because, you know, I know a lot in my marketing, like I post pictures of cheat meals all the times, right? And I'm always, and my whole marketing is, when I'm doing call to actions and whatever it is on paid promos, I put in there like, you know, get lean. I'm looking for women that want to get, moms that want to get lean while drinking wine, eating sweets, all that stuff, right? And that's like, you know, that obviously, like from a marketing perspective, that's quote unquote selling the vacation, and not talking about like really. I don't ever talk my marketing about like the path that gets there. It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, like you're gonna have to make a sacrifice, right? It minus will be a sacrifice that you can actually still enjoy yourself on with like drinking wine and eating sweets. What is that sacrifice? You can't just go into a program and expect to be like, oh, I can eat pizza and wine and da-da-da and kind of guess my way to moderation. No. It doesn't work that way at all. You have to sacrifice being structured and disciplined. So that's the sacrifice you're making to have this stuff, right? And what I mean by that is you know, whether you're doing hand pictures or you're doing macros or whatever it is, that needs to fit in to your macros or your food, your hand portions or whatever it is. It needs to fit into the overall goal so that you can see results. Now, is alcohol alone going to slow down your progress? Maybe, but we're talking like 10, 20%. So if you lost 2 pounds a week, you'd be looking at 1.5, 1.75. I think that's pretty freaking awesome still. If someone's like, yeah, you get to drink wine still, but you only lose like half pound less, you'd be like, fuck yeah, I'm going to do that. Excuse my language. Trying to curse less, but not really working that well. But anyways, the truth behind it is that there is work that still needs to go in, right? And if you're getting upset and you're like, oh, I can't look at this marketing stuff because it's really confusing me and da-da-da. Like, no, it's just putting in the hard work, right? So whether that's, you know, pre-planning your full day out, so at the end of the day you can have a couple slices of pizza or a slice of pizza or a glass of wine, then so be it. That takes 5 minutes. You got to think about the cost benefit, right? And having that pre-planned out and really teaching yourself moderation long term, but also short term, being able to see results and eat these awesome foods that are going to satiate you. They're delicious. You're going to feel full and you're going to feel like obviously from like a lot of carbs and fats you get and from alcohol too, you get a psychological and physiological response. Like, it feels good after. You get like a little sugar high, or you get like, you know, nice and like I call it like little like happy drunk when you're drinking wine. So you have these benefits, right? But the sacrifice is that you have to be very structured throughout the day. So it's not all like, oh yeah, let's just like drink all this stuff and we'll kind of like guess our way to moderation. It's like, no. And another thing I want to bring up is that a lot of people are like, oh, well, I'm doing that. You know, I'm having it in moderation. I'm logging it, or I'm taking the food pictures and I'm seeing some results. It's not as fast as I want to, but I'm doing it. And then you look on the back end. And, you know, I've had a lot of people DM me and they'll tell me this and I'm like, okay, well, you know, they're like, I'm trying to follow your advice and like have it in moderation, do macros and like have, you know, the wine, da-da-da. I was like, okay, screenshot me 3 days in MyFitnessPal. Let me see it. Get it back. Okay, looks like the first day is not even complete. The second day, your macros are off. And third day, you're ballparking everything. I can tell that you're ballparking everything, right? And so it's like, you know, 80%, 50%, 30% adherence to your diet model is not going to equal 30 or 50 or 80% results. It's going to equal like 0, right? Best case scenario, maybe 20%, right? So there is a fine line. I was just talking this with my coach, Amber, this morning. There's a fine line between good and great, right? You're seeing results, like it's a very slow, like 0.25 a week average, 0.5, maybe 0 1 week, right? that's good, right? And you're making and it feels like you're doing so much because you're making a huge change in your nutrition, all that stuff, right? But if you're already making a change, be great, right? That 20%, that extra, just dial the rest of it in. It's a lot easier than you think it is. There's a lot of things as parents that we make excuses for, and I get it. Like, we're tired. There's a lot of shit going on. We're pretty much serving someone else the entire day. It's all our focus is, right? And I get that. And there's a fine line though between excuses and actual like stuff that you can't do, right? You going on a trip for 3 days and expecting to come back and have results when you didn't take any food pictures or stick to your diet model, stick to a game plan. You can't really get upset for the work that you did not put in. Okay, so if you're not putting in the work to get that extra 20% and dialing that precision in really tight with your nutrition, you can't get pissed results, right? Because you're not putting in that work. And I'm not saying you're putting in no work, just saying that you're not putting in enough work to go from good to great. So anyways, hope this helps. Just want to clarify it. Hope you're great. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.